Something comes up, so Mr. Austin leaves earlier than expected to meet some potential clients. I suggest that he drops me home on his way there, but Samantha doesn't allow me to go because she wants to spend more time with me. What's your end goal? Mr. Sam asks as we do the dishes. His mother is in the living room knitting. What do you mean? You and Austin. You honestly want me to answer your question? Austin is my friend and I care about him. By virtue of him being your friend, I think it's only right that you ask him. He chuckles. You are not as uptight outside the office. I couldn't hold it any longer. I just had to tell him that. Well, you don't expect me to behave the same in my mother's house like I do at the office. Good point. We finish off and he makes me some hot chocolate whilst he gets himself a bottle of Black Label. We go to the living room and we're told by the help that she has gone to nap, so we go outside to sit around the fireplace. Your mother has a beautiful place here, I say. Thank you. Honestly, I never thought a day would come when I would have to leave this place. But when Dad died, it felt less like home, and I was angry at God for the longest of time for taking the only man that loved my mother with a passion. I see him getting vulnerable. It's a beautiful and ugly sight to look at. My parents shared a love so strong, I always wanted to have something like that. I guess you found it in Judy, right? He laughs. What? I don't want to get into that right now. I won't push it. You are sure about being with Austin? I laugh. Don't tell me you don't like him. I don't know why this is weird to talk about with you. I understand, but whatever the case, I can only wish you guys well. He is a good person with good intentions. He wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Thank you for the heads up. A message notification comes through his phone and he looks at it for a few seconds. I better get you home. No excuse for reporting for work late tomorrow. Yeah, sure, I say, standing up. Since his mother is still sleeping, we go to the car and drive off. There is an awkward silence for a bit before he starts playing some of the songs I like. I noticed you like this type of music. I chuckle. I don't have anything against it, but it's just not my favorite cup of tea. What is your favorite type of music? Country any day, he says excitedly like a child. He starts playing some of his favorite songs. I am hearing them for the first time, of course, but listening on so as not to ruin his mood. We get home and I say my goodbyes. Chanda is not there when I get home, so I shower and prepare for bed, but just before I can go to sleep, Mr. Austin calls telling me that he is outside. I am sorry I couldn't be the one to drop you off. It's okay, I say after we have embraced. We are standing outside his car. I hope the meeting went well. It did actually. We might have earned ourselves a huge client. We just have to finalize tomorrow, then we see the way forward. I am happy for you. It's good for the business. Yeah. Let me not keep you here, I know it's getting cold. It isn't right now, I would rather be tucked in, I say with a smile. All right, he says, opening his arms. I get into them. He smells divine. Just before we can let go, he holds my face and kisses me gently. It's soft and passionate. When done, we say our goodbyes and he waits for me to get in the yard as usual before driving off. I lock up and get into bed. I want to be happy that we have kissed, but something doesn't feel right. There were no butterflies in my stomach, no fireworks, and certainly no tingling sensation. It was just as ordinary as they come, and that worries me, but I decide to brush it off and get some sleep. The next morning I wake up really early and prepare for work. We usually have our Monday meetings, so I can't afford to be late. By 7:30 a.m. I am already at my desk settling in just before I can prepare the boardroom for the meeting. Good morning, Mr. Sam greets and walks off, his work attitude returning. Good morning, I say in the air. A few minutes later, Aunt Charity brings me a cup of hot chocolate. I have told this woman more than once to stop doing this, as I can make tea myself. Hot chocolate? I ask weirdly. It's a first. Mr. Sam gave me the instructions. I chuckle. She raises an eyebrow, so I quickly compose myself. Thank you, Auntie. You are welcome, child. It almost tastes as good as the one he made for me at his mother's house. Good morning, Mr. Austin greets walking in. Good morning, I say, trying to be professional. He puts a bowl on my desk. One didn't even notice that he had one. Breakfast. Thank you. You are welcome. I open it and find a sandwich and some fruits. I want to be happy, but my conscience just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why, but I might be playing a dangerous game unconsciously and I have to put a stop to it. Mr. Sam has no business asking Auntie Charity to do anything for me, and the next time it happens I will put a stop to it. I like Mr. Austin and he is the one I will be with. Quench's girl, Winnie woman, Boeing, medium dark skin tone.